Radio. Tony, how you doing today?
Horizon Grand Prix for us has been a challenge. They've given us the challenge to be able to design car, be able to run a long period fast and efficient.
Donc nos élèves, c'est des élèves qui sont issus de toutes les filières. L'idée c'était d'avoir des élèves un peu de toutes filières confondues. Et donc l'idée c'était de créer un groupe un peu divers et de créer une alchimie sociale qui finalement...
We hebben een probleem gehad met ons differentieel. Er was een asje uit en we hebben dat opgelost door een asje te snijden zelf. We hadden dat niet in de reserve.
My emotions towards the race is I love it. I completely love it. I've only had experience with a few toy RC cars and this is completely different. This is a new experience.
Well, good morning from Las Vegas. Thank you for watching our live stream again. It's the final day of the H2GP Grand Prix World Final, and it's the RE Plus 300. We've got teams on track today who will be racing for 3 hours to see who can clock up the most laps within a 3-hour time frame. As always, there is a limitation on the hydro sticks they're able to use. You can see on the ticker on the bottom, they have 12 hydro sticks available and they need to run for 3 hours. These teams have previously run for 2 hours in their qualifier, so this is going to be a voyage into the unknown with 3 hours on this Las Vegas track. Speaking of the track, let's take a quick look at the track with Max.
So this is the Horizon Hydrogen Grand Prix World Final, where we have 26 teams from 13 different countries competing in the largest hydrogen race in the world. So teams will be driving around this track over the next 4 days using hydrogen-powered cars and different battery technologies. The teams will be reaching distances of over 90 kilometers and speeds maxing out at 70 kilometers an hour. So this technical part of the track is going to make it difficult for even the most experienced teams. Some of these teams here are brand new. It's their first time ever driving a hydrogen-powered RC car. And other teams have been competing for over 6 years since the competition started. If you've seen RC racing before, you've never seen something like this. Teams have designed and built their cars from scratch using 3D printing, CNC machines, vacuum forming, and several other methods in order to make their car the most efficient over the 6-hour-long endurance race with the limited amount of energy that they have. They're able to modify their servos, their ESCs, their chassis, even creating their bodies to make sure that they have the most aerodynamic car to be able to survive the full endurance race. Students are arriving to compete on day 1 of the H2GP World Final. This is the first time that the students are actually going to see the layout of the track, and they need to define their strategy over the next hour of being able to drive to get ready for the next 3 days. On the second day of the race, we have two-hour qualifying races to be able to narrow it down to the top 15 teams to compete in the 6-hour-long race on the third day. The top 15 teams will get a limited amount of energy to go 6 hours of racing. And then of course, on the final day, we have the RE Plus 300. So it's the first one to 300 laps. We'd like to thank RE Plus for having us here. This is the largest world final that we've had to date. We're expecting over 50,000 people to come out and watch, cheer on their favorite teams, and just have a lot of fun while learning about clean energy.
Well, as you can see, Cars are just checking in now. I think we have a few cars ready on the grid for the Le Mans start. But this is just a simple beginning lap procedure where cars just rotate around the track just to ensure the timing system's working. We have our first few cars lined up. And if we take a look at our timing on screen, we can see 3 hours. We have 11 teams who will be competing today in this RE Plus 300. And our race director, Nicola, is getting ready to wave the flag and kick off this race. This is the closing race. What a fantastic event we have had here at the RE Plus in Las Vegas. Let's see. This racing's going to get underway any minute. And we're off for the RE Plus 300 3-hour race here in Las Vegas at the RE Plus show. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewals, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, Hi-Tech, and the H2GP Foundation. We have 11 cars on track, and the EGE Hydro Foxes are leading out. That's team number 87 with 3 laps already. Faith and Furious, team number 19 from Australia, have overtaken Canada Flag to move into second position, while South Huntington, team 97, are in third position. We are racing for 3 hours today in the closing race of the H2GP World Finals. And this is the RE Plus 300. What a fantastic event we've had here. Canada Flag just having some time on their lid, but they're back up and running again now. So we follow the German team, 87, that E30 BMW, doing battle with, just lost a battery there out on track. We've got a car with a battery trailing behind it, that blue car. That's car number 24 of the Doorknobs. Car 24 of the Doorknobs, your battery is hanging out. And they retired to the pits to get that issue sorted as we continue with Faith and Furious out in the lead. Faith and Furious, car number 19. In the RE Plus body shell, just gone over the timing loop now. There they go. That is the Faith and the Furious team now in third position. They've had a bit of a traumatic 24 hours having to completely rebuild their car after it was unfortunately stolen. Terrible thing to happen to the team here in Las Vegas, but they did not give up. They are out and they are competing, and they will continue for the rest of this race. Congratulations to them for all the efforts they put in, and they are on track. And they're doing fantastic. They're in third position. Doorknobs back out on track now. Good to see. Just a small issue. Plenty of time for them to recover from that. As with the racing here in Las Vegas, the hydro sticks are limited. This is an endurance race. They have 12 hydro sticks to play with, 11 teams, 11 different strategies. They need to be fast, they need to be efficient, they need quick pit stops, they need careful driving. All the stars have to align for the successful team to take the win in this RE Plus 300 race. We're still with Faith and the Furious in second position, traveling from Australia to Las Vegas to race here. Just a bit of an issue there on the straight. Are they good? Yeah, they're good. Over the timing loop one more time to clock up 15 laps. They're on the leading lap with the leaders, Team 87, the EGE Hydro Foxes. And now we can see the team now on your screen. What an achievement to travel from Australia to Las Vegas to race against the best in the world in the H2GP. Hydrogen-powered cars here. Still in second position, but all they need to do is keep running, keep that careful driving, keep their heads in the game, and they've got every chance of taking the win. The EGE Hydro Foxes. Let's take a look at car number 87 out on track there on the lead lap. And as I say that, Faith and Furious have a bit of an issue with their body. They're in the pit lane now. They need to reseat that body shell, which has come off.
Take a look. Danny, stay up there.
And there they go in that black BMW E30. That's the EGE Hydro Foxes from Germany. Two minutes 52 to go, and all teams still on their first Hydro stick, which is good news. Hydro Foxes on their side there, but back on their wheels and up and running again, and they don't lose the lead as they go down the straight one last time over the timing loop to clock up 24 laps. How many laps will these teams get in 3 hours? I think we might see a 500 lapper. If they keep this up, I think that won't be any trouble at all.
Okay, who said? Nikolai? Yeah, and Max. And Max. Yeah. Let me know. Because in Max, tell me what they said.
It's been a fantastic event here at the RE Plus in Las Vegas, and we have to thank our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech, and the H2GP Foundation. Canada flag team 81, stopping momentarily on the straight, but they seem to be back up and running again. Let's follow Canada flag around for a little bit. That car 81 in the red and white with the familiar maple leaf. Just, oh no. Do we have an issue? We're up and running. I think Canada flag were potentially took somebody out and waited for them to get up and running again, which is the sportsmanlike way to proceed. 5th place, Canada flag. Unfortunately on their roof again, but there's plenty of time in this race for the 3-man team to improve on their position. If they can spend more time on their wheels, they will no doubt continue up the timing sheets. 26 laps down for Canada flag. The leading lap is 32. Five laps back now, Canada flag. Let's find Team 82, the Trojans. Let's follow the Team 82, the Trojans, around the track a little bit, as they're in 2nd position currently. And they're in the Monster branded saloon, just going over the timing loop now. That's the Trojans, just 1 lap back from leaders, e.g. Hydro Foxes, Team 82. That's another 3-man team.
Hey drivers, this is what I was talking about. I will call a driver timeout if this continues. You need to calm down or there will be penalties.
Fantastic driving from the Trojans. Team USA, just 1 team back from the German Hydro Foxes, 1 lap back from 87, the EG Hydro Foxes. Fantastic pace they're putting in. Keep this up. Let's see, I think everyone's still on their first Hydro stick. So as is the this is the RE Plus 300. The first accolade goes to the team that gets that 300 laps. We'll get to 300, we'll pull into the pit lane, congratulate them, and then we'll continue for the 3 hours running time. So it's about speed to get that to that first 300 laps. And then endurance to stay to the end, to the 3 hour mark. Who's this in the pits currently refueling? It's Team 24 of the Doorknobs. That's the youngest team here at the RE Plus 300 race. Simple pit stop and they're going to get back out again. Let's find car number 91, the ASE Racers T. They're in third position. There they are. Do love that body shell. So just the Doorknobs on their second hydro stick out of 12. All of the teams still on their first hydro stick, so there must be some pit stops incoming soon. We'll keep an eye on that. Now just 4 laps back from ASE Racers T is Stage Hydrogeno, the Chilean team. Let's find car number 6. That's Subaru Impreza STI, there it goes. Fantastic body there. Down the straight to clock up there. 56th lap, they're just 7 laps back. Trojans now into the lead. So we have the Trojans in the lead with 67 laps from the EGE Hydro Foxes, also both on 67 laps. So we have a battle on track, and with the Trojans stuck with car number 1 and the Hydro Foxes, they're side by side over the timing loop. The German team are just in the lead now, taking advantage of that crash. That black E30 BMW pursued by the Monster Energy saloon car. It's just one back marker in between them, but that's the battle for the lead, 69 laps each. Remember, we're racing to 300 laps. Who can get to the first 300 laps, and then who can keep going for 3 hours? Weaving through the traffic, the EGE Hydro Foxes from Germany, 74 laps, well on their way to the 300, but pursued by the Team 82 of the Trojans, also on 74 laps. The Trojans are just 2 corners and 5.3 seconds back from the EGE Hydro Foxes. That's where the race is at, both on 77 laps, both on 1 hydro stick. 12 hydro sticks to be used in this race over the 3 hours. And who have we got here making a pit stop? Four of the teams now on 2 hydro sticks, with the rest of the team still on their first one. Making sure everything's secure under the hood on that chassis. That's car 28, that's Panther Racing. They're on 50 laps. Just gone to their second hydro stick. A bit of a slower pit stop here. As with all endurance racing, it's won or lost in the pits. They need to get back out there and get back on those laps. They are 36 laps back. But remember, there's 2 awards up for grabs. The 300, first to 300, and who can stay on track, still running after 3 hours. And out they go again. And we're back with the leaders, the Trojans, car number 82, on 87 laps. Trojans have managed to increase their lead to 14.1 seconds on the EG Hydro Foxes, although that won't have helped. Still on their first hydro stick. Stage Hydrogeno in the pits. Changing tyres as well as hydro sticks. Also the Asa Racers T are in the refueling as well. Meanwhile, Trojans are still in the lead, but they are still on their first hydro stick. Well, the EG Hydra Foxes are 15.9 seconds back and have made their first change, which means they'll be waiting for the Trojans to pull off into the pits to refuel so they can reclaim their position. In fact, they are just behind, but they have to unlap themselves. Here they go. Yep. EG Hydra Foxes have unlapped themselves, so now they are just one lap back. 103 laps for Trojans. Will they be the first to make it to the 300 here at the RE plus 300 race? And how many teams will still be on track after 3 hours? Must thank our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewals, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech, and the H2GP Foundation. As Team 6 complete their pit stop and run back out on track. The doorknobs are back on the pit table again. And Team 6 are back as well. Oh, Trojans seem to have slowed to a halt just before the straight. Is that power? Or another glitch, but they're back up and running. All of this playing into the hands of the EG Hydra Foxes. 18 seconds back. Just 3.3 seconds in that first place battle now. The EG Hydra Foxes are really picking up the pace. Let's take a look at them at the beginning of the straight. The black E30 BMW. They're just one corner back from the Trojans. Really found some speed from somewhere. We're with your German team, the EGE Hydro Foxes, just 3.5 seconds back on the Trojans ahead of them. 118 laps, battling for the first 300. Who can make it to 300 in the RE plus 300, and then who can stay on track for 3 hours? Yep, speed and endurance here at the RE plus show. And there we just see a change for the lead. No, Trojans still seem to be scoring in the lead, but 0.2 of a second back. There we go, EG Hydro Foxes retake the lead, the German team with 123 laps after 36 minutes. The doorknobs have lost a Hydro stick out on track. Back to the pits for them. Team 93 in the pits. Is that a third Hydro stick for them? Fantastic teamwork from the Dominican Republic team. Slight lapse in concentration there for the Hydro Foxes, but they can afford it. Well, they've got 9 seconds in the lead, 140 laps. Approaching the halfway stage in the RE Plus 300. That's the speed race, but then they've got the endurance. They need to be on track for 3 hours. Who's the first to 300 and who can be in the lead after 3 hours? Another issue there, just need to slow it down. Spend less time on their roof. Looking a bit frantic out there. They don't need to be. They've got 14 seconds. I'm sure they'd like to be a lot further into the lead, which they will be if they slow down their inputs on the car. Faith and Furious in the pit, just cooling down that car, swapping hydro sticks for a refuel. They're on 4 hydro sticks. They are using those hydro sticks, but they've got 12 and they need to run for 3 hours. Meanwhile, back on track, EG Hydro Foxes are halfway to 300 here at the RE Plus 300. Just 44 minutes down and they're already halfway. They need to get to 300 and then they need to keep running for 3 hours. Hydro Fox is back into the lead. As we're watching car 91 of the ASE Racers T. Just 6 laps back, plenty of time yet. There we can just see the Trojans have come in for their first hydro stick change. They've gone from being in the lead to now 4 laps back. As you'd expect, going in for a refuel does take a few minutes, but the team need to work together as fast as they can to get back out there so that EG Hydro Foxes don't get too many laps on them. Currently 5 laps back. Hive of activity in the pits. Looks like they've just rushed back out on track. No, they haven't. You can still see the body there. That 82 Monster Energy branded shell still on the pit table. Do they have issues? Faith and Furious making some repairs there. I can see the tape being applied. All of this playing into the hands of the German EG Hydro Foxes on 159 laps, 6 laps ahead now. Nightmare for our second place team. The Trojans now into third place. Acerasis T have overtaken them. They're still not back out on track. Oh, as I say that, they rejoin the track. 10 laps back. They're in third position. They've got some work to do. And we're with Faith and Furious, that RE branded car muscling its way down the straight, but doing the sportsman-like thing and letting the car return to the track ahead of them as they attempt to overtake again. That's car 19 of Faith and Furious. There's a pile-up. There's a pile-up on the track. This is slowing everyone down. This is playing right into the hands of the Hydro Foxes, extending their lead. But there we see Trojans fly past through the shot. Oh no, Faith and Furious ground to a halt. It's back to the pits for them as we rejoin our leaders, the Hydro Foxes, on 167 laps. 2 hours and 9 minutes to go. Past the Trojans they go as well. So we've got the Hydro Foxes on 168 laps. Acerasis T on 164, 4 laps back, 8 laps away from the lead of the Trojans. They were out in the lead, and then they had issues in the pits, and they now find themselves in third place. Can they find that speed that they had? Can they get those laps back? I think they probably can. Oh no. Trojans ground to a halt again. We've got issues for our third place Trojans. Yep, rescued from the track. It's not good for the Trojans in third place with Stage Hydrogeno some way back, so they have got a bit of a buffer in third place from the Team 6. Stage Hydrogeno on 140. They've got 163 laps, so they can hold on to third place for at least a couple of minutes if they can get that issue solved and get back out on track. Oh no, our leaders stopping momentarily, but it looks like they're okay. I think it was a driver change. I think that was just a driver change, so no issue there for Team 87. 7 laps in the lead and back up and running. Team 97 in the pits. That's South Huntington. They're on 86 laps. Remember, they might not get the first to 300, but I'm sure if they keep going, they'll be on track and running after 3 hours. Speed and endurance. We've got Canada flag in the pits. Only 2 Hydra sticks used so far. Whereas our Dominican Republic team, Team 93, have used 6. That's half of their allocation, and we're less than halfway through the race. Our second place team seem to have stopped, and they're being carted off track. Nightmare for the ASA Racers Team 91 on 184 laps. They were just 9 laps back, and they seem to have had an issue and ground to a halt on the track, all of which is playing into the Trojans' hands, who are 11 laps back on the Hydro Foxes, but they only need to do one more lap to get themselves back into second place. Where's the Trojans out on track? There they are. Coming down the straight now in that Monster Energy branded car. Going over the timing loop. And there they go, back into second place, 11 laps back. Whilst the Hydro Foxes have only 104 laps to complete to be the first to 300. Oh no, issues there for the Trojans. Parts of the car hanging out, they can't repair it on the track, so they have to run off track, make those repairs and get back out again, which plays into the Ace Racers Team 91. Where are they? They've just got 2 laps to complete to get themselves back into second place. Are they back on track? There they are, Team 91 down the straight. One more lap. They need to complete one more lap to get back into second position. Just 99 laps to go. 99 laps to go of the RE Plus 300. And then we'll keep racing to the 3-hour mark. Trojans, quick work in the pits, gets them back out again, and they defend that second position. Back up and running, and they are just about to put another lap if they can get past Ace Racers T. This Monster Energy car can get past this green car, then they'll put another lap on them and secure their second position. But Team 91 are not about to let them to do that. Weaving their way through the traffic. Ah, so close. Canada flag rejoining the track. Team 81 in 7th position, 84 laps under their belts. And this battle resumes. There we go. Trojans put another lap on Ace Racers T. And we're back with our leaders, the EG Hydra Foxes from Germany. Just 84 laps to go for them to complete the RE Plus 300, the first to 300. And then we resume racing for the endurance, the 3 hours. They are 14 laps ahead of the Trojans in second position. Well, 1 hour, 10 minutes done. Just 65 laps left of the RE Plus 300. And then we continue racing for the 3-hour endurance. EG Hydra Foxes on 236 laps, 12 laps ahead. As always, thanks to our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pine Gate, Blue Ridge Power, High-Tech and the H2GP Foundation. Ace Racers T up into second position, overtaking the Trojans. Just 14 laps back on our leaders. In your shot now. That's 87. EG Hydra Foxes on 248 laps. There's just 52 to go in the RE Plus 300. Let's find car 91 on the track, just going over the timing loop now. That's your second place. Ace Racers T, 238 laps, 14 laps back. Found some serious pace in the last few minutes. Just 39 laps to go in the RE Plus 300, and then we resume racing for the 3 hours endurance. EG Hydro Fox's 262 laps now in 1 hour and 17 minutes. Fantastic pace for this German team. Oh, but there's chaos on track. That slows them down. But they're back up and running again. Hydro Fox is waiting on track for a car to pass due to a rather robust maneuver, but they give the position back and then quickly retake it because they have the pace and they only need another 35 laps to take the RE Plus 300. There's a pile-up on track. Still 2 cars stopped on track. That's 28, and looks like they're going to have to be rescued. 26 laps to go for our leaders in the RE Plus 300. And our Team 28 Panther Racing refueling as we speak. Took the opportunity as the car stopped on track, I guess, to make some repairs and to reload on hydro sticks. Just 19 laps. 18 laps now until the Hydro Foxes take the RE Plus 300. Up on their side briefly, but they're back in action. 17 laps to go. We will pull in, we will crown the RE Plus 300 winner, and then we will keep racing for the full 3 hours. Can the Hydro Foxes take the RE Plus 300 and stay on top after 3 hours? Approaching the halfway stage with 1 hour 24 under our belts. Only 4 hydro sticks being used so far by Team 87 out in the lead. Very efficient as well as very fast. Ten laps to go in the RE Plus 300 for the EG Hydro Foxes. Just 10 laps for the RE Plus 300, and then we move to the 3-hour Enduro. Four laps to go in the RE Plus 300. The EG Hydro Foxes, they're picking up the pace. They're 14 laps ahead of the Trojans. They don't show any signs of slowing down. 3 laps to go. And there we have it. We see our race director Nicola wave the flag. That means that RE Plus congratulations to our German team, the EG Hydra Foxes, the first to 300 laps in the RE Plus 300. So don't go anywhere. A brief technical inspection on track, and then we will resume racing. 1 hour, 29 minutes, virtually done. So halfway there and 300 laps achieved, but we move over to our endurance phase of this race. How many teams can stay on track for the full 3 hours?
This is the Horizon Hydrogen Grand Prix Pro starter car, where students from all around the world have built and designed these cars to be able to compete in the H2GP World Final series. Students started off the season by learning about how to create hydrogen through electrolysis using the Hydrofill Pro. By pouring water in here, the Hydrofill separates the hydrogen and oxygen and compresses the gas into this metal hydride, the Hydrostick. The Hydrosticks are then connected to the fuel cell, where the fuel cell creates electricity, charging the battery, while the battery is powering the car to allow for speeds over 70 kilometers an hour.
Tenhle program je takovým dost velkým zpestřením, protože to, co se studenti naučí ve fyzice, ale i v chemii a částečně v matematice, umožňuje aplikovat na praktických věcech.
No, museli jsme se poprat hlavně přední nápravou, která se nám rozpadla, takže se musela přilepit.
Mě jako řidiči, když jsem řídil, už unavovala se i ruka. Teplo, dehydratace vlastně a celkově to přemýšlení ty 4 hodiny. Ta únava je hodně rychlá.
Sledovat prohlubování znalostí, které studenti získají po zapojení do projektu H2GP, je alespoň pro mě velmi zajímavá záležitost. Kromě samotné výuky se tady učí určité zodpovědnosti, týmové spolupráci a také poznávají nové lidi.
And we're off. 1.5 hours of racing remain. The Hydro Foxes took the RE Plus 300, who will take the endurance section of this race, which has a remaining 1 hour 29 to run. In the lead are Team 82, the Trojans, on 4 laps. The Ace Racers team not far behind them, just 5.6 seconds back.
For the internationals, we're going to hit both finals together.
So let's follow those Trojans. Monster Energy branded Team 82 going over the timing line now. They are our leading car. With 13 laps, Ace Racers T just 1 lap back. Faith and Furious on 11 laps as everything's reset. Hydro Foxes winning the RE Plus 300, but just 4 laps. They're 9 laps back. Fantastic start for the Trojans in this second half of the race, but are they going into pit now? They're off the track. Don't seem to be refueling, so not sure what's happened with the Trojans. Team 91 are about to take their place. That's the green car in the middle of the track now, green with the yellow stripes. And there they are, they're now into first place of the second half of this race on 22 laps, although it doesn't help being upside down. I'm just being told the tyre fell off the lead car, so they have tyre issues. Oh, and we also have issues for Canada Flag in the middle of the track with the battery hanging out. That's got to be resolved as fast as possible, but it can't be done trackside, so they have to leave the track. Faith and Furious now up into second position, just 2 laps back. Let's take a look at car 19 in the middle of the track with the RE Plus branded body. Fantastic start for them also in the second half of this race. Trojans now down to 4th place. Are they back out yet? No. Tyre issues for the leading car. They went off track and they're now 6-7 laps back. Ace Racers T on 29 laps with 1 hour 21 to go. The rear of that body on Faith and the Furious doesn't seem to be quite seated as it should. Doesn't seem to be affecting them. Just looks slightly mismounted, but still, they've got the pace. And that might have just corrected it, actually. Not quite a roll, but 2 laps back from Ace Racers. Our leaders are in the pits for a refuel, which is all good news for Faith and the Furious. 47 seconds back, but I have a feeling that was a fantastic pit stop for Team 91. Will they be able to retain their lead, or will Faith and the Furious be able to get past them? Let's see how it plays out in the next lap. 11 seconds back. Didn't quite manage to get past Team 91. Let's take a look at our leaders. That green car of the Ace Racers over the timing loop once again.
overall winner will be calculated out of the combination of laps completed in both sections.
So for those of you watching at home on our live stream, we are obviously streaming live here from Las Vegas at the RE Plus show. This is the RE Plus 300, and this is the second leg, effectively. We raced the first to the 300, which our winners were the German team, the Hydro Foxes, and now we continue to race. The clock was reset for the remaining time, which was 1 hour and 29 minutes. 1 hour 10 left. So what will happen is those two legs will be merged. We'll merge the results of the two legs of the final to get our overall winner. Hydro Foxes are up to 63 laps. They're only 1 lap back, so they are doing fantastically well to say they won the first leg. Team 91 are in the lead on 65 laps, and Faith and the Furious having a great second leg of this race. On 64 laps, they're in position 2, so it's still all to play for. With 1 hour 10 remaining on the clock. So we need to look at Faith and the Furious because they are battling for second place with the Hydro Foxes. Here they come. They're in third place, just a few seconds back on second place. They just have the straight in between them as the Hydro Foxes go over the loop and Faith and the Furious go over the loop. And a crash for the Hydro Foxes brings them right together. They are side by side on the track. This is the battle for second place in this second leg as they both enter the straight at the same time. That black E30 BMW and the RE Plus branded car of Faith and the Furious are doing battle. They just have one back marker in between them. Faith and the Furious needs to get past these two cars. They're caught in traffic. That's a nightmare for the Faith and the Furious. They need to keep pushing as the Hydra Foxes are getting away now. Nightmare for our Australian team. Caught up in traffic and now a lap back on second place. They need to keep the pressure up. The frustration is showing. Now they're in front of the Hydra Foxes on track. That's both the cars in your shot, but I think they're just unlapping themselves. They're right together. Bit of chaos on track there, but we're still with Faith and the Furious on 72 laps. They need to dial it down. They need to calm that car down. Two laps back on the leaders, the Ace Racers, and one lap back on second place, the German Hydra Foxes. They're just 2 corners away. Still, that body is not quite mounted as they would want it to be on the rear pillar of this chassis. It will be affected the aerodynamics of the car, but the handling, they seem to be doing well. They seem to be coping with it just fine. Passing cars left and right in their pursuit of the Hydra Foxes. Still one lap back on the Hydra Foxes as we've got teams in the pits refueling. And looks like some more work being done by another team there. Hydra Foxes up into second place now. And they're gaining on the leaders. Nightmare for the RE Plus branded Faith and the Furious Australian team. That car upside down. Down in third. We need to find the Hydra Foxes because they are just 2.3 seconds back on the leaders. There they are in your shot, that black BMW going down the straight over the timing loop. That is the battle for the lead. Oh, they can't keep it straight. They've got traffic in between them. They're firing down the straight. We have this black BMW. We have the Monster Energy car in between them. And there is the battle for the lead. They've just got one back marker in between them, and there they go. The black BMW pursuing and overtake on the straight to take the lead. The Hydra Foxes, they won the RE Plus 300, and they're now in the lead for the second leg of this race. Just 1 hour 4 remaining to race. They need to keep this position, and they will obviously win overall. This battle is still ongoing. Just one corner back is our second place Ace Racers T-Car 91, pursuing that BMW 87, the EGE Hydra Foxes from Germany. They've got some pace on them this afternoon. Down the straight one more time, about to clock their 90th lap in this second leg. We've already done 300. Contact with the barrier. That's going to bring second place closer to them. They're just one corner back. Need to keep their head in the game. Frustration showing there, trying to get past that car. There they are back on the straight, and there's another change for the lead. As the Ace Racers T make it 92 laps, passing the Hydra Foxes, leaving them in a frustrating mess, but they're back on track. Is that issues for car 87? Nope, they're back up and running again. Faith and the Furious seem to be having issues. That body is definitely coming off. They have ground to a halt and they're being taken off the track. Unfortunately for Faith and the Furious, a third place car. They've got 10 laps on stage Hydrogeno car 6, so they need to get that issue dealt with in order to retain their third position in this second leg. And another change for the lead. So the Hydra Foxes, no, not a change for the lead. They have unlapped themselves. But more issues again, so this is all playing into the hands of the Ace Racers T, car 91, that green car in your shot now, going over the timing loop for the 96th time. 1 hour, 1 minute and 45 seconds left to race here in Las Vegas for the RE Plus 300. We'd like to thank Raven, Suburban Renewals, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High-Tech and the H2GP Foundation. This is the closing race for the H2 Grand Prix World Finals here in Las Vegas. And Ace Racers are in the lead. EG Hydra Foxes won the RE Plus 300 first leg. They were the first team to make the 300. So with a first and a second, that stands them in a good chance, but there's still an hour to go. There's every chance they could win both legs. Trojans in your shot now, that Monster Energy branded car, that's number 82. They came second in the RE Plus 300 first leg. Contact there on the straight, and they just wait. That's great sportsmanship, allowing the Ace Racers T, the leaders, to retake that position. They are 24 laps back, so there's little point in them slowing down the winners, but they need to keep going and keep catching up on the Ace Racers T. More issues there for one of the cars out on track. Trojans in your shot now. 78 laps. They are 23 behind our leaders. Car 91. Car 91 is refueling. Just 4 laps back are the Hydra Foxes on the first place team, who are currently refueling in the pits as the Faith and the Furious team look on. They need to get that car fueled and back out and defend their position in the lead. We need to be following the Ace Racers T out on track. As soon as they return to the track, here they come. Back out. And they retain their lead. Fantastic work in the pits there. Ah, no contact at the straight. And the doorknobs, more issues for them as our leaders clash with Canada flag, but they're up and running again.
Car 87, drive-through penalty.
.55 minutes to go, and Ace Racers T still out on front with 113 laps. EG Hydra Foxes had a drive-through penalty, so they're 7 laps back now. They need to keep their head in the game, keep that speed. We've seen the speed from them before. They can easily catch up this 6 laps. There's more issues for Faith and the Furious, colliding with another car. Solid 4th place so far for Faith and the Furious. Trojans ahead of them in 3rd, just 20 laps back on the leader with 55 minutes to go. Hydra Foxes checking their car over at the end of the pit lane. Seem to be happy with the car, sent it back out again, 7 laps back. We're watching the Trojans in that Monster Energy branded car, car 82. Trying to find a way past car number 6, Stage Hydrogeno. Put another lap on that team. Trojans may be in third place in this leg, but they came second in the first leg. So don't forget, their scores will be added together for the overall result of the RE Plus 300. Hydra Foxes in second place. They won the first leg. And the Ace Racers T, they may be in the lead by 7 laps, but they were third, so it's still tight at the top. $114 laps now for the Trojans in third place. Don't forget, they came second in the first leg. So another top 3 position will go some way to helping them win or get a good result overall. Ahead of them are Hydra Foxes, our first leg winners on 127 laps. That's car 87. The BMW just ahead of the first place winners, but 7 laps back. Let's take a look at that BMW. A bit of chaos in the middle of the track. Everyone needs to calm their cars down. E.g. Hydra Foxes down the straight one more time to make it 129 laps, but still 7 laps back on the winners. Don't forget, these guys won the first heat. They were the first to 300 in the RE Plus 300. A first and a second will be very good. That will stand them in very good stead for an overall result. At the end of this race, our leaders are upside down. Our leaders are upside down. Back up and running again. With Ace Racers T, that green car making its way through traffic. Onto the straight one more time, 138 laps under their belt. They came third in the first leg, so a third and a first also will stand them in good stead for a good overall result. Don't forget, once this race is finished, our timekeeper will merge the results of the 2 legs of this race to find our overall winner. A gentle warning from our race director Nicola there for cars. We've seen a bit of chaos in the middle of the track as the frustrations run high, cars crashing. Race director urging courteous driving, careful driving. or time penalties may be issued. So driving slow to drive fast is the way to do this. As Ace races T, 143 laps. 47 minutes to go. They're 7 laps in the lead still on Hydrofoxes. Very little change in pace between our first 2 cars. Apart from a few issues there for our leaders, rolling twice. But still 7 laps in the lead over the German Hydrofoxes. Doorknobs in the pits, having a refuel. One of our youngest teams, great to see them taking part here at the World Finals in Las Vegas at the RE Plus show. We'd like to thank Raven, Suburban Renewals, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech, and the H2GP Foundation. As you can see on your timing screen, all very spread out now with our leaders, 6 laps in the lead. Closest battle on track is for 4th position with Faith and the Furious trying to chase down car 6, Stage Hydrogeno, but they are 37 laps back to 31 laps. Less than 45 minutes to go. Ace Racers T extending their lead to 8 laps now. Nine laps. That'll be because our second place team are in for a pit stop. We can see them on the screen now, working together to get that car refueled with hydro stick and back out. It's cost them a few laps. They're just 9 laps back. They've got the pace to make that up though. And don't forget, they won the first leg of this race. Oh, upside down on the straight, that doesn't help their case. They won the first leg, currently in second. The results will be merged at the end of the 3 hours, and we'll have our overall winner. Team 87 got themselves a drive-through penalty. That's our second place team. They're 10 laps back. And they're coming down the pit straight now, where race director Nicola will... Oh, slight issue with hitting the brakes there. Where time penalty, so frustrating for the team, but they have to play within the rules. Costing them precious time. 12 laps back now. And they emerged right behind the leaders, Ace Racers T, but 12 laps back. That's got to be frustrating for them. .39 minutes to go. The speed of this German team is phenomenal when they're not... Oh, and as I say that, they lose a wheel. A roll, a grit roll at the end of the straight, wheel flies off. Things are not going this German team's way. Oh, our leaders are upside down as well. Car 91. Back up and running, still 12 laps in the lead though. And the Hydra Foxes off track making repairs. Now then, the Hydro Foxes are still off track, which means the Trojans on 157 laps. Now is their time to shine. So they keep the laps coming. 21 laps back on the leaders. But only 4 laps back on the Hydro Foxes, who are still not out racing. Let's find that Monster Energy branded Trojans car coming down the straight. Over the timing line, that's car 82. 160 laps, they've got 2 laps to go. Can they get 2 laps more before the Hydro Foxes make their repairs and get themselves into second position? So frustrating for the Hydro Foxes, who won the first leg of this race. Slowed down there, colliding with the leader, who was already stationary, but they're both back up and running again. Trojans are now on the same lap as the Hydro Foxes. The Hydro Foxes need to re-enter the track right now if they want to maintain their second position. And there it goes, down into third. Trojans take second position. 21 laps back on the Ace Racers tee. Keep up this speed. Let's see if they can shave that down. Where are our German team? Super dominant in the first leg. That crash at the end of the straight caused them to roll and lose a wheel. I just hope they're going to make it out soon. They have a bit of a buffer on the 4th position team, Stage Hydro Foxes, who have 148 laps. They have a bit more time to go before they're in danger of losing 3rd position, but I know they'll want to be back out there. Trojans making their way past car number 6. And the Hydro Foxes are back out on track. Still in 3rd position, not in danger of losing that for quite some time. But they're about 5 laps behind the Trojans, so they've got work to put in now. Trojans currently scoring in 2nd. Don't forget they came 2nd in the first leg too, so 2 seconds overall would not be a bad result for them. But the Hydro Foxes are here to change all that and regain their 2nd position. Issues for the Hydro Foxes as they exit the track once again, going down the straight. At the end of the straight, looks like more. Is that another wheel issue? They go retire back into the pit, so that is not a fuel stop for them. That is another repair. Heartbreak for the Hydro Foxes. "33 minutes to go." Trojans on your screen now, just ahead on track of the leaders, but 21 laps back. They've got some way to go if they're going to unlap themselves 21 times, but anything could happen with over half an hour left of this race to go. Trojans have come in to the pit lane. Is this a fuel stop? Is this issues for the team? Let's find car number 6 of Stage Hydrogeno. This Subaru STI going over the timing line once again. 162 laps. They're 40 laps back on the leader, but they're only 4 laps back on the Hydrofoxes. Super dominant in the first leg, but they're off track again. So this is Stage Hydrogeno's chance to get into third position in this second leg. And as I say that, they've gone off the track. Oh, they're in the pits. There's the Trojans off track, just a little hesitation with the battery, deciding what the best strategy is for them. And 4th place, Stage Hydrogeno, just behind them on the desk. Communicating via their headset. Driver up on the stand, willing them to do this faster. He wants to get back out there racing. They've got a chance to catch up on the Hydrofoxes. Hydrofoxes still not out. More issues for that team. Stage Hydrogeno want to be on the track because this is their chance to get into third position. Faith and the Furious have actually overtaken and are now in fourth for the 163. So let's get to Faith and the Furious. Let's see if they can get into third place and overtake the Hydrofoxes as they come down the straight. That car number 19 goes over the timing line again. 164 laps. The Australian team, Faith and the Furious. They need one more lap to be on the same lap as the Hydrofoxes. 2 more laps to get themselves into third position. Faith and Furious coming 9th in the first leg. 3rd would be not too bad for this team. Coming down the straight again, they just need to cross the timing line and they will find themselves in third position. And there they go. As the Trojans come down the pit lane. And Hydrogeno enter the track once more. But Faith and the Furious are now into third position. No sign of our German team, the Hydrofoxes. Must be working on the car once again in the pits after that accident. Faith and Furious, 169 laps. They're 44 back on the leaders, Ace Racers T. But this is a 2-legged race. The results of the 2 legs will be merged and we'll find out from our timekeeper who the overall winners are in about 28 minutes. Stage Hydrogeno. Let's find car number 6, that's Subaru STI as it crosses the timing beam now. Passing car number 97. Are they going to be the next team to go past the Hydrofoxes? find themselves in 4th place, or they would do. But they're off track again. That was their opportunity to get into 4th position past the Hydro Foxes, but they're off track. Is it for fuel? Is it for repairs? Let's take a look. Car 28, Panther Racing, on 103 laps. They're in for a refuel. Some adjustments being done by Stage Hydrogeno. Team are happy with the car. Body going back on. If they can get back out before Hydro Foxes, then when they cross the timing beam, they'll find themselves in 4th position. Here they come. Onto the track. And into 4th position. Nice work from that team, although the car looks a little hesitant. Just dealing with the experience of the driving, I guess, after the adjustments have been... Oh no, they're not happy with that. It's going back out again. Issues with that car, but they stay in 4th position. And that 4th position will be quite solid for them because they have many laps on Panther Racing. We just need to see if Hydro Foxes, the EG Hydro Foxes, are going to re-enter the race. Yes, they are. Here they come back on the track. Car 87. Super dominant in the first leg. Super fast in this race, but a terrible crash sent them off track. And now, time penalties as well they've had to deal with. Quickly retake their 4th position. 9 laps to go to catch up with Faith and Furious. Can they get back into 3rd? They've certainly got the speed. Car seems to be behaving well, so whatever they've done in the pits seems to have worked. Stage Hydrogeno just conceded that 3rd place. Faith and the Furious are in the pits as well. This is all playing into Hydro Fox's plan. They don't give up. That looks like an extended stop for both those teams, and they are the teams ahead of the Hydro Foxes. Six laps to go. They could do without crashing into stationary cars at the end of the straight. Canada flag as that car stopped. Hydro Foxes resume their laps. Very cautious there because they have been warned about their driving previously, so they want to keep on the right side of our race director, Nicola, as they go down the straight. Cross the timing line one more time. That's 173 laps. They need to get to 177 to reclaim their 3rd position. Don't forget, these guys won the RE Plus 300. They were the first to 300 laps. There we go. The Faith and the Furious are back out again, although they just ploughed into the barrier. 4 laps now. Hydro Foxes need to make up if they are to get past the Australian team, who crossed the timing line one more time. Visually, Hydro Foxes look incredibly fast. But as we know, crashes and accidents will put them out. But if they can just keep this together, they can make some serious time on the Australian Faith and Furious. Three laps back on Faith and Furious, 50 laps back on our leaders. Onto the straight one more time. They have Faith and Furious in their sights. Pass it on the inside. That was a lovely pass, perfectly clean. They need to do that 2 more times if they're going to get into third position. I'm sure Faith and Furious aren't in the mood for letting them pass again. Oh, that's where they rolled it last time. They need to not do that. As Faith and Furious retake the last lap on them. Fortunately, all wheels still on the car, but they need to do that work again. They got past them once. They need to do it again. Grip rolled at the end of the straight. There they go. Still 3 laps to make up on Faith and Furious. Ace Racers T, 235 laps with 21 minutes to go. Sailing down the main straight and looking pretty unharassed by the other teams. Working with their way past Stage Hydrogeno are the EG Hydra Foxes. Need to keep this together now. Our Hydra Foxes are now on the same lap as Faith and Furious, so the next time they pass, it is a pass for position. And the Australian team are not on track. They're back in the pits again. They're making it too easy for the Hydra Foxes, who take the position into third. They need to get that refuel done and get back out under some serious pressure now with this team. Don't forget, they have had a lot of work to do overnight after their car was very, very unfortunately stolen. They've shown a lot of heart. They've shown a lot of determination to keep going. Nothing has stood in their way. Let's look at Faith and Fury. Oh no, that's not. They've gone back into the pits. More issues for that car. Communications going on between the mechanics and the driver. Issue with the car. They've got the transmitter in the pits to try and diagnose the issue that they are having. And they're back out again, side by side with the Hydra Foxes. They're going to need to find some serious pace. They are 3 laps back now. They need to calm it down, drive fast, but calm. Trojans pass Faith and the Furious. They are our second place car. The Monster Energy branded 82 of Trojans on 215 laps. They are 24 laps back on the leaders. That's not what they need. Issues at the end of the straight for multiple cars there. The Hydra Foxes seem to be doing fantastic. Let's have a look again at the Hydra Foxes, because I don't think they're in much danger from Faith and the Furious, but can they catch up with the Trojans in the 18.5 minutes we have left? That's a challenge. The ticker on the bottom of your screen shows you how many Hydra sticks these teams have used. Hydra Foxes have a long way to go if they're going to get past the Trojans, but 18 minutes, they could do it if they can keep it together. Don't forget, they won the first leg. They were the first to the 300 in the RE plus 300. A first and a second would be fantastic for them. Ace Racers T currently in the lead, but they were third. So if they win this one and have a third, that's a first and a third versus a first and a second. But Hydra Foxes need to get into the second first, because currently both teams, as things stand, would have a win and a third. And our timekeeper will let us know at the end of this race, in about 18 minutes, who the overall winner will be. Past Stage Hydrogeno go The Hydra Foxes down the straight one more time. 199 laps to 222. That's some lead the Trojans have. As we've seen over the last few days, anything can happen. "12 hydro sticks is the maximum usage for this race, and I can see, and you can see from the ticker at the bottom of your screen, Stage Hydrogeno have used all 12 hydro sticks. Handful of teams on 10 hydro sticks. Our leaders, Ace Racers T on 8 hydro sticks. Trojans, 4 hydro sticks, wow. And the Hydro Foxes, 6 hydro sticks, halfway through the hydro sticks and 16 minutes to go. They've done fantastic. If it wasn't for the crash and the wheel coming off and the time penalties, they would be in a much better position, but look at the speed they've got. "41 laps back now on the leaders. They just need a first and a second. They need to get past the Trojans if they've got a chance for this overall result. Oh, chaos at the end of the straight. They've been driven off the track by car 28. The frustration, this is not what they need in the last 15 minutes of this race when they've got everything to do to get past the Trojans. And where are the Trojans? Trojans are not on track. They are not refueling. That can only mean they have technical issues and are back in the pits. So, EG Hydro Foxes, 20 laps, and they'll take themselves in. Trojans are back on track. There's a bit of chaos going on with Faith and Furious colliding with Team 97 South Huntington. Hydro Foxes got themselves within 20 laps. 21 laps now. 20 laps back on the Trojans, who were off track for a while, but they're back out. That's where the battle is. There's the Hydro Foxes, that black BMW approaching car 82 of the Trojans. They need to get past them, not once, but 20 times in the next 13 minutes. It's a big ask, but anything can happen. Trojans may need to fuel again, which will be the time where the Hydro Foxes have their best chance of getting into second position. Trojans on only 4 Hydro Sticks. They pass them again on the straight. Almost. Oh, and they come together. I think they're going to have to wait. Only 4 Hydro Sticks, the Trojans, so if I was a betting man, I'd say they may have to go and fuel again, which means there's life in this battle yet. Our leaders have stopped. Issues for our leaders in the middle of the track. The green car 91's being picked up. Oh no! Running across the track. out of fuel or more technical issues. They are not going to the fueling station, so they are going back, so they have issues. So, Trojans, 19 laps back on Team 91, who are now off the track. 12 minutes to go in this race, and it's still all to play for. Trojans will be now chasing down and see first position in their sights. How long will Team 91 be out for? Hydrofox is just 37 laps back. 17 laps back now, Trojans. Now the question is, can Trojans take the win? We need to find that Monster Energy branded car going over the timing straight, the timing loop, car number 82. Our leader is not on track. They have 16 laps to make up in 11 minutes if they're going to have a chance of taking the win of this leg. And our leaders are back out on track. Car 91, Ice Racers T are back on track, so they have dealt with whatever technical issues they had. And all being well, they will continue their lead. "16 laps back, that's the Trojans in your shot now going over the timing loop. 15 laps back. Making their way through the traffic past Faith and the Furious. Car 1 in their sights. As the Hydro Foxes roll it again at the end of the straight. Faith and Furious overturned, back on their wheels again now. This is the Trojans. They've got 15 laps to make up, but Ace Racers T are back out and looking fast as ever. "20 laps. The Hydro Foxes are 20 laps back on the Trojans. But don't forget, they won the first leg. First and a third will be a good result for this team. Trojans have hit warp speed as they go past Ace Racers T. I'm willing to bet Ace Racers T are taking their foot off the gas. They have a 15-lap lead, less than 10 minutes to go. I think they are conserving. Some unhappy sounding cars out there. Thank you to our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High-Tech, and H2GP Foundation. As the Hydro Foxes work their way past our leaders. We're with the Trojans. They've cut it down to 14 laps they need to make up in 8 minutes, 35 seconds. And they're going to put, are they going to put another lap on our leaders? They need to do this 13 more times in 8 minutes. Down the straight they go past Faith and Furious. 13 laps back. Trojans have hit the warp speed. They've got it to overdrive. 253 laps to 267. Past stage Hydrogeno. More crashes going on. They've weaved their way through them. They've got the Hydro Foxes in their sights. They need to get past them. Here they are up on the Hydro Foxes. That's the third place car of the Hydro Foxes. That's not what they needed. Oh, is that issues? Oh no. No, they're back up and running, just pausing a minute to check that the car is functioning correctly as they enter the straight. 7 minutes to go here in Las Vegas. Just 7 minutes to go of the RE Plus 300. Who will be our overall winners? Ace Racers T came third in the first leg. They are well out in the lead for this one. They've got 6 minutes 47 to prove their point, a first and a third. Trojans are in second. They came second in the first leg, and the EGE Hydra Foxes are third, but they won the first one. We're about 7 minutes away from finding out who our overall winner is for the RE Plus 300 race here in Las Vegas at the RE Plus show. Trojans just caught up to the back of another car, but they're free and up and running again. 13 laps back though. Let's take a look at our leaders. Ace Racers T, that green and yellow car, defending their position. This is not what they need, but they have 13 laps in hand. They are conserving their energy now. They are conserving that car. They don't need crash damage. They don't need to run out of fuel. Briefly paused there, but they're back up and running again. They are really, really taking their time. They've used 8 hydro sticks, and they are slowing down noticeably, I would say. Will they have to make a change in the dying 4.5 minutes of this race? They'll be hoping not. They'll be deciding, should we change our hydro stick? Should we keep going? Should we just drive slowly? Will that 12, 11 laps, will that 12 laps keep us going? If we just drive slowly, is that enough? Can only imagine the thoughts running through this team's head right now. To me, it looks like maybe they could be running out of power, but maybe this is part of their strategy. Maybe they don't need to push now. Maybe they're just conserving. 12 laps ahead of second place Trojans, 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go. A convincing lead, but we're watching one of the slowest cars on track right now as the Hydro Foxes fly past them. They've got 31 laps to make up. No chance they're going to do that in 3 minutes 46. But they're racing for pride. They're racing because they won the first heat. And they're racing because, like all of these teams, they will not give up. Carefully navigating all the corners on this Las Vegas track. Down the straight one more time. Their lead is down to 10 laps. They are slowing, but are they stopping? If they can keep this up, they'll be fine. They'll be fine, but they've stopped. Car 91, our leaders have stopped. They've got 10 laps. They need to refuel. Have they got technical issues? What's happening? They were trying with everything they had to keep going, just slowly eke the fuel out for the remainder of the race. But that strategy hasn't worked, and now there's 9 laps for the Trojans to make up. 9 laps for the Trojans, 8 laps for the Trojans. They've got 2 minutes and 14 seconds. They don't need that. They don't need to be crashing with Faith and the Furious. They need to weave gently past, down the straight. Where are our leaders? They are not fueling. They are not in the refueling section. They are making repairs. 7 laps now. 1 minute 51. Can the Trojans do it? Can the Trojans get past the Ace Racers T? They're not on the track. They just need to make up 7 laps. 6 laps now in 1 minute and 38 seconds. And our leaders are back out on track. But the car is stationary, it's not moving. Oh, they've got 5 laps to get this car up and running. They could take the win by 1 lap, but they just need to be rolling before the Trojans get past the next 1 minute and 14 seconds and 4 laps to go. They will be frantically working on this car. We are combining the results of the first and the second, but everybody wants a win for their leg. I mean, they're racing for pride. They're racing for pride. 3 laps to go. Let's see. A second leg win would go down very nicely as the Trojans came. Well, they came second in the first leg. If they come first in this one, the combined results will tell us who the overall winner is. No sign of Ace Racers. As the Trojans are 1 lap back. They've got 22 seconds. They need to get down the straight. Where's those Ace Racers? They're 1 lap back, the Trojans, and the Ace Racers are back on the track. It's now a race to the line. 5 seconds to go. They make another lap. And there we have it. How on earth? Congratulations to Ace Racers T. They continued working in the dying seconds of that race. They did not give up, and they got back out in the nick of time. Wow, what a way to finish. What a way to finish. So, race director Nicola announcing that is now Parc Fermé. Technical inspection will happen by the H2GP officials to ensure everything is as it should be within these cars, whilst our timekeeper frantically works to combine the 2 results of the 2 legs of the RE Plus 300 so we can get our overall winners. What a fantastic race that was. What an amazing way to end the H2GP World Final 2023 here at the RE Plus show in Las Vegas. Amazing work by all the teams. Careful inspection is taking place of all of the cars. Stringent rules to ensure that everything as it should be and that there is a fair battle on track. What a treat. What a fantastic race that was. Our timekeeper is crunching the numbers. Thank you to our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech, and the H2GP Foundation. Thank you to everybody watching online. You've been joining us over the last 3 days of the World Final here at the RE Plus show in Las Vegas. Some deliberations going on over some of the cars there with our H2GP officials. Viewers at home commenting on the H2GP YouTube channel, the Horizon Educational YouTube channel. Desperate to know who took that one. We'll be with you very soon with the result. And hopefully we will get a nice interview with our winners too. Getting a fantastic look under the hood of the Faith and Furious car there on the track, on the live stream. And we will have the winner interview very soon. we will meet our winners very shortly. Thank you. Stay tuned. Hang on in there, watching on the live stream of the RE Plus 300 for the H2GP World Finals 2023, reaching a fantastically exciting climax. What a great day of racing. Hello to all the competitors, giving us a wave on the live stream. Fantastic to have travelled from all over the world to race hydrogen-powered cars here as part of the H2GP World Finals at the RE Plus show in Las Vegas. What a great experience for everyone. Great to see on our live stream some of the technical inspection underway. Fantastically innovative machines we've been watching over the last few days, racing for up to 6 hours, powered by hydrogen. thanks for hanging on there. If you're watching us on the live stream, that winner result is imminent, as well as some prizes.
Team members and coaches, we will start awards as I call you up. I'm going to have you go up onto the pit lane, and our fast horizon team is going to hand out the awards while I read your information. So finishing in finishing in 11th place, team number 24, the Doorknobs, with a total of 211 laps. Our youngest team ever to participate in the World Final. Congratulations, Doorknobs. So 10th place was Falcon 1. They already had to leave because their flight leaves in an hour and a half, so they took off. But finishing in 9th place is team number 93 with a total of 254 laps. Team 93.
I don't think this is on. I think it's on. Testing, testing. Finishing in 8th place, Team 81, Canada flag, with 286 laps. In 7th place, with 290 laps, Team 97, South Hunting Beach Racing. In 6th place, with 301 laps, Team 28, Panther Racing. In 5th place, with 402 laps, Team 90, Faith and Furious. In 4th place, with 462 laps, team number 6, Stage H2GP. In 3rd place, also our winner of the first 300 laps with 559 laps, Team 87, EGE Hydrofoxa. Okay, I need this team to stay for a minute. Yesterday we handed out several awards. We kept one award for today, and that is our Pit Stop Award. The award is dedicated to the best organized team, the team with the best cooperation of mechanics and team members during all fuel changes and pit stops. This award is presented by H2GP to you. Congratulations, Hydrofox. Finishing in second place with 568 laps, Team 91 Ace Racer. And in first place, from Irvine, California, Team 82 Trojans with 570 laps. With your phone. You want a picture with your phone? Yeah. Great. Perfect. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you to H2GP for sponsoring the awards and also the Pit Top Awards. Thank you to all the teams, coaches, parents, team members, and spectators for attending our race. And we hope you had a great time and wish you a safe trip to your home.
Press. Okay, guys, you've just won the race. What's going through your head right now? What emotions are you feeling?
I'm extremely excited. I'm really proud of my team. We actually thought we came second. It all came down to like 2 laps, and it was crazy. I'm really proud of my team, and so excited we won. So excited we won.
What was key to win the race today for you guys?
Probably, so we, our pit stops, we had a lot of problems on our car. A lot of things fell apart. We had problems like our wheels falling off. We drove on 3 wheels for a little bit, and thankfully we were able to get some parts and resources. And he was an amazing driver. He was able to stay consistent, and he was really fast. Like as soon as we get our pit stops done, he would make up all the laps that we missed while we were doing our pit stops. And yeah, we overcame all the challenges that we faced. It was pretty good.
And how have you experienced the program overall, H2GP?
We've learned so much. We've come a long way. We started with like knowing absolutely nothing, and now we learned so many things that are going to be probably really important in our lives. We're probably going to become engineers like pretty soon, so it's going to help a lot. And we're extremely proud we did this, and pretty excited we won.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hey Joe, Tony, how you doing today?
Horizon Grand Prix for us has been a challenge. They've given us the challenge to be able to design car, be able to run that long period fast and efficient.
Donc nos élèves, c'est des élèves qui sont issus de toutes les filières. L'idée c'était d'avoir des élèves un peu de toutes filières confondues. Et donc l'idée c'était de créer un groupe un peu divers et de créer une alchimie sociale qui finalement...
We hebben een probleem gehad met ons differentieel. Er was een asje uit en we hebben dat opgelost door een asje te snijden zelf. We hadden dat niet in de reserve.
My emotions towards the race is I love it. I completely love it. I've only had experience with a few toy RC cars, and this is completely different. This is a new experience.